On my last project, I built a wedding arch that was shaped like a hexagon, and I did these really nice double rabbet joints to make the wedding arch very strong. My next project, I'm going to be building another hexagon, but it's going to be using 1x4s. So instead of using another piece of MDF, I'm just going to use the end of one of my old templates to make a new template for the 1x4 pieces of lumber. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to make a template for a 1x4 to make a hexagon with double rabbet joints on this episode of Do It Step by Step. A hexagon has 6 sides, and each side has 2 double rabbet joints. Instead of measuring 12 times, it would be better to make a precision template and then just transfer the lines to each side of the hexagon. This will speed up your process and make sure that you have precision double rabbet joints for each side. So for this template, I'm going to measure 3.5 inches. And then I'm going to draw a line. And that's the width of a 1x4 or a 2x4, 3.5 inches. Now we got to find the center. 3.5 inches divided by 2 is 1 3/4 inches, so we go 1 3/4 inches. And we draw another line. That was 2 1 3/4 inches. Why do we do that? Because we are making the template for a 1x4. This right here will be gone, and this is going to represent our 1x4. Now, to make your first 30-degree angle for your hexagon, we need to extend this out. And the reason why we need to extend that out is because we're going to be using a speed square. And to use a speed square, you need to be able to tilt on the 90-degree edge of the speed square so you can find your 30-degree mark. What you want to do is hold that firm up against there, line that up to 30 degrees, and then move your speed square to the line that you just drew that was halfway between the 3.5 inch width. That looks pretty good, so I'm going to draw my line. It looks like I missed it a little bit, so I'm going to have to redo that. There you go. That's better. So this line that's closest to the edge is the one I'm going to use. Now this is important because this is going to be a 1x4 or a 2x4, and you got to measure the length of that line. And I'll tell you why. And it looks like it is 2 inches. The reason why that is important is because you want to keep the rabbet joint uniform. If this is going to be 2 inches, when you go in here, it's going to be 2 inches, and from that point, you're going to measure your other 30-degree angle. For the 2x6s, I did the same thing. This, for the 2x6, was 3 3/16 of an inch. Since I measured 3 3/16 of an inch, I also measured 3 3/16 of an inch here. I drew a line, and then I found the 30-degree mark here to where it measured 30 degrees. And when you measure that, that is also 3 3/16 of an inch. Since this is a 1x4, it's going to be a different length. We measured 2 inches. So what we want to do is on the center line, come down 2 inches. Here. And we're going to find our other 30-degree mark. Tilt it to where this says 30 degrees, right there. Make sure this is all the way up against there, and then slide it over till you hit your mark. Stand on 30 degrees and draw your line. Let's double check that with a measurement. 2 inches. Perfect. So this is going to be 2 inches, this is 2 inches, and this line here is 2 inches. What's going to be cut? This is going to be cut out, this is going to be cut out, and because I want to save this for the other template for the 6-inch piece of lumber, I'm just going to move this around right about here, draw a line, and I'm going to cut this. Then on this piece of template, this will be my template for a 2x6 or a 1x6 piece of lumber, and this will be my template for the 4-inch wide piece of lumber, which is actually 3.5 inches. And that's all you have to do. I'm going to cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, I have the template cut out for the 1x4, and if you look very closely, you can see that the lines that I wanted to cut are not there. That's because I lined up the blade and it cut right on the line. This means when you use this template and you draw the lines, you will be drawing the 2-inch lines with the 30-degree angles. Those lines that you transfer to your 1x4 are going to be cut away. In other words, when you trace those lines onto your 1x4s, when you line up your blade to cut, your blade will be taking away those cut lines. And that's how I made my template for the 1x4 double rabbet joint hexagon. And I hope now that you can do it step by step.